incompetent twin. A Raven Darkblade Mystery. Chapter 3: Lunch and Liabilities. The Chaotic Spoon Diner was Raven's favorite lunch spot because they never remembered his order wrong. They simply never remembered it at all. Detective Raven Darkblade sat across from Corvus Lightknife, currently 5 feet 10 inches with hunger confusion, watching his new friend eat with fascination. Corvus consumed his meal like a machine programmed by Emily Post. Each bite was exactly the same size. He chewed precisely 15 times. His napkin touched his lips at perfect intervals. Even his water sips were measured. "So," Raven said, sauce from his everything burger dripping onto his Hawaiian shirt, adding stain number 4. "We're like partners now." Corvus paused mid-chew, finished, dabbed his lips. "We are collaborating. That's just fancy for partners." Raven gestured with a French fry, sending ketchup flying. A drop landed on Corvus's pristine gray suit. They both stared at it, Raven with horror, Corvus with the calm of someone watching their own death approach. "I'm so sorry." Raven grabbed napkins, knocking over his water. The spill headed toward Corvus, who lifted his plate with millimeter precision, letting the water flow past. "It's fine." Corvus produced a stain removal pen from his inside pocket and erased the ketchup with 3 precise strokes. "I prepare for contingencies. You carry stain remover?" Among other things. Corvus's briefcase, Raven noticed, was organized with compartments inside compartments, pens in one section, notebooks in another. Was that a measuring tape? And latex gloves? And bananas? "Potassium," Corvus explained, following Raven's gaze. "Brain food." "Oh, I should eat more bananas then. For my brain." Raven's height reached an optimistic 6 feet 0 inches. "Maybe that's why you're so smart." Corvus made a note. The notebook was nearly full now, probably all observations about Raven's incompetence. Jenny Shoutsloud burst through the diner door, because her entrance energy was consistent across all locations. "Another cold case break. The Tompkins murder from 8 years ago. Anonymous tip led us to evidence in his attic." "Whose attic?" Raven asked. "Gerald Tompkins, the victim. Apparently he faked his own death for insurance fraud. He's been living in his own attic for 8 years. We just arrested him for murdering himself." "That's confusing," Raven said, his height dropping to 5 feet 8 inches with paradox anxiety. "The important thing," Corvus interjected smoothly, "is that justice found a way, even after 8 years." "Right. Justice." Raven brightened. "We're really on a roll. First Pemberton, now Tompkins. It's like someone's helping us solve all the cold cases." "Indeed." Corvus made another note. "Almost like someone has a list." "A list would be helpful," Raven agreed. "I should make lists. Do you make lists?" "Constantly." Corvus's pen moved across paper. "Very specific lists." After lunch, they returned to the station where Chief Gruff was holding a press conference. Raven tried to hide, but the chief spotted him. "There he is." "Detective Darkblade, the man who solved 2 cold cases in 2 days. Come up here." Raven trudged to the podium, his height shrinking with each step until he was practically 5 feet 6 inches with stage fright. Corvus watched from the back, notebook out, documenting every stumble. "Detective, tell us about your methods," a reporter asked. "My methods are," Raven panicked. "Methodical? Can you elaborate?" "I look for clues in places where clues might be, like attics and freezers." "Exactly. Also gardens. Gnomes see everything." Raven was warming up now, height creeping back to 5 feet 10 inches. "The key is to think like a criminal, but opposite. Think like a not criminal about criminal things." "Brilliant," someone murmured. Corvus made 5 rapid notes. After the conference, Raven found Corvus in the evidence room, studying the banana exhibit with the intensity of someone defusing a bomb. "You don't like attention," Corvus observed without looking up. "It makes my height go weird," Raven admitted. "Plus, I never know what to say. You'd be better at press conferences." "I prefer the shadows." Corvus picked up a banana, examined it, set it down at exactly the same angle. "Recognition is fleeting. Results are permanent." "That's deep. Is that from something?" "My father used to say it before the incident." "What incident?" "The one we don't discuss." Corvus's notebook snapped shut. "Tell me, detective, do you remember everyone from the academy?" "Not really. I'm bad with faces and names and people in general." Raven's height bobbed uncertainly. "Why?" "There was someone, brilliant student, top of every class, perfect scores." Corvus's voice was flat as old paint. "Until their final exam." "What happened?" "Their partner destroyed their work, accidentally, cost them everything." Corvus turned, and for just a moment, his perfect composure cracked like expensive china. They had to start over, build a new life, new methods. "That's terrible," Raven said with genuine sympathy. "I hope they're okay now." "They're managing." Corvus's smile was a perfect mask again. "Shall we discuss the next case?" "There's a next case." "There's always a next case." Corvus pulled out a file that definitely hadn't been there before. "The Blackstone jewelry heist, 12 years ago. Never solved." "How do you know about—" "I research, detective. Constantly." Corvus opened the file, revealing photos, notes, and a timeline written in handwriting so perfect it looked typed. "The thief was never caught, but I believe they're still in Crimson City." "Based on what?" "Patterns." Corvus laid out photos of jewelry stores. "See these robberies? All small. All using the same method as Blackstone. Someone's practicing." "Practicing for what?" "Or reliving glory days." Corvus made another note. "Barbara Blackstone still lives at 42 Rosewood Drive. Still has the insurance payout. Still wears jewelry that was supposedly stolen." "You think she robbed herself?" Raven's height shot to 6 feet 1 inch with realization. "I think someone should check her basement. Tomorrow. At exactly 3:17 p.m. "Why that time?" "Why not?" Corvus's pen clicked once. "Precisely." That night, Raven lay in bed, height approximately 5 feet 9 inches horizontal, thinking about the cases. Something nagged at him. All these anonymous tips, all these convenient evidence discoveries, all these criminals who kept evidence for years. His phone buzzed. Another unknown number. Check your mailbox. A friend. Raven stumbled outside in his pajamas, Hawaiian print, because consistency. In his mailbox, a banana and a photo. The academy graduation photo he'd lost years ago. There he was, young and even more confused looking. And there, in the background, Corvus. But not standing with the other graduates, standing alone, holding what looked like a destroyed evidence board, staring at Raven with an expression that could freeze hell, and then audit its tax returns. Huh, Raven said to the banana. He looked angry. Wonder why. Back inside, he texted Corvus. Found our old graduation photo. You looked upset. Bad hair day? Ha 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 ha. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Finally, yes, bad hair day. See you tomorrow. 3:17 p.m. Don't be late. Raven smiled and went back to bed, the photo on his nightstand. It was nice having a friend who cared about punctuality. Meanwhile, exactly 2.3 miles away, Corvus Lightknife sat at his desk, staring at his phone. On his screen, Raven's text, with the smiley face emoji. Happy, oblivious, exactly as planned. He opened his notebook to a page titled Phase 3, The Frame. Below it, detailed notes. Barbara Blackstone. Planted evidence checkmark. Anonymous tip scheduled. 3:15 p.m. Raven arrival. 3:17 p.m. Police arrival. 3:20 p.m. Murder weapon placement. Complete. Victim selection. Complete. At the bottom circled. After tomorrow, Raven Darkblade will be a killer. He peeled a banana. Exactly 7.5 inches. Curve of 15 degrees. Perfect, but the emoji bothered him. That stupid smiley face. As if they were actually friends. As if Raven didn't remember ruining his life. Bad hair day, Corvus said to his empty office. He made another note. Subject remains oblivious. Friendship facade intact. Final phase initiated. Then, in smaller letters, why did he keep the photo? He crossed it out. Emotion was imprecision, and tomorrow required perfect precision. 3:17 p.m. The time when Raven Darkblade would finally fall. To be continued punctually. Author's note. This chapter is dedicated to everyone who eats meals with mathematical precision and carries stain remover for life's little emergencies. Also to those who mistake revenge plots for friendship. Any resemblance to actual evidence planting is purely coincidental. Remember, if someone tells you to be somewhere at exactly 3:17 p.m., maybe ask